Good morning, guys. Almost good afternoon. I am walking to my shed and I wanted to bring you guys along. I'm starting this YouTube video in hopes of documenting our journey into homesteading and preparedness, self-sufficiency. We recently bought this land with a tiny little house, which you will see in the back there. So we don't have a lot of space for storage, but what we do have is a lot of energy and a lot of dreams. You might not have the ability to start a homestead or start a big prepper program where you live or the stage of life that you find yourself in, but I was a lot like you. We lived in the suburbs for a while where we treated our waiting period, our waiting room, like a classroom.
So, what are you doing? So?
You wanted to be part of the video too. But anyway, we are embracing that lifestyle, and having our kids homeschooling has been a huge part of why we're doing this and what we want to instill in them. So it's been another passion of mine for a long time to be a DIYer and to save money. Finances is really big for our family, and just finding creative ways of dealing with what we see in the world and what is happening at home. No, I think it's a fungus.
What's a fungus?
Isn't that cool?
What's a fungus?
Fungus?
Yeah, what's a fungus?
It's an organism that lives in the forest. But I love how all these things align with being prepared, and in our newly homestead I want to apply all these principles that I've learned throughout the years and hopefully share some tips and tricks with you. Thinking about how you can juggle the everyday life and making meals for your family and homeschooling your children, as well as how to have a budget and also to run a new homestead. While I know that I get my strength from God, He is my sustainer, I have to recognize that sometimes we can't do things alone. We need a tribe, we need a community, and that's going to be my purpose of sharing on this YouTube channel, is to hopefully show you a sense of community in this process and finding your tribe and your community. When we were living in the suburbs, I wanted to learn as much as I could of every topic that had to do with running a homestead. And even though I didn't have the space, I wasn't allowed my HOA to not even have chickens, I treated that as my classroom. I had a small garden, and I learned all the permaculture principles that I could apply to that small scale garden. And even if you don't have a space to plant a garden, doing something as small as planting herbs on your balcony and doing your own sourdough bread, it can be such a rewarding experience for you and your kids. And just involving them gives them a sense of self-reliance and confidence and ownership, and gives them skills that will last for a lifetime. So in this channel, what my hope is, I can share with you our day-to-day lives, our day-to-day challenges, and also as we go along, DIY projects that we have to build on the farm. We only currently have chickens and we have a coop, but we have a lot of challenges that have come along the way with having chickens, and we have in a backyard that has clay everywhere and that gets runoff of water, and we want to come up with solutions and bring in the animals that will work the land and come up with solutions to keep the water and all the dirt on our property and not let it run off to the street. So I'm excited to welcome you to our channel, and I hope you walk alongside us while we do life on the homestead, homeschooling kids, and teaching them the value of self-sufficiency. My hope in this channel also is to convey that everybody was created with a purpose, and even though not everyone is called to this, to having a homestead or homeschooling kids, my belief is that as you follow God's plan for your life, that you will be fulfilled and that you will actually be living to the fullest of your purpose, and that His kingdom will be spread through your life and through the things that you do, the resources that He's provided for you. I'm also excited to share with you how God has been working in my heart throughout all this process that hasn't been easy for sure, and I hope that you join me. I know as a mom, we have a calling to provide the nurturing for our kids and to provide learning opportunities for them. So I can't wait to share what we are doing here on the homestead, and in light of recent events in the world. Our property is all wooded. So if you can see, we're surrounded by woods, and we don't have currently any pastures whatsoever. The main issue and challenge that we've faced is this area behind our house, where we currently have all this erosion happening on this hill, and the ways I have started to hopefully tackle this problem is going to be outlined in the next few videos, and how we managed to transform this to hopefully a permaculture garden and pasture where our chickens can enjoy life and enjoy some yummy grubs. Thank you for joining me today. Be blessed, and I'll see you next time.